All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. I know there was not a lot of time to get ready for this one. I kind of dropped this out of nowhere. Let me know if the audio, if the music is too loud, and I'll turn that down. Thank you to everybody who's already here. I really appreciate it. I did not expect to do another like milestone stream this soon, but here we are. Um, so hello, everybody. I see a lot of regulars here. How's it going, Universal Sands? How's it going, FMod? How's it going, Matthew Adams? How's it going, Dotbat? Thank you guys all for being here today. Um, this is gonna be just another chill stream. Boost the mic and you're good. All right, bet. Oh, my bike's all the way up. I gotta turn down the music then. Is that better? Because I think my mic's all the way up. I don't know if I can turn that up anymore. Just let me know if it's good. Thank you so much for that base gamer. I really appreciate it. Um, I uh, I wouldn't be here without you guys, so I really appreciate it. All right, sounds good now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I had to turn down the music on my end because it sounded loud as hell to me, so I apologize for that. Let me know if you guys are rocking for the if you're rocking with the Nintendo 64 soundtrack tonight. Um, Hopefully bring some kind of chill vibes to the stream tonight. Um, I changed my setup a little bit. I kind of realized that like having the just my browser just there without me actually using it helps nobody when I'm not using it. So I made chat larger. I left space for if anybody sends in a super chat, I'll take a screenshot of it and it'll be part of my stream setup, so everyone can see that. And then also I made like myself larger, so you can see. I think my emotes a bit better than before. So I think that's a bit more better way to do things. And if we do want to react to something, which I don't think I want to tonight, we can do that. Wispy Bacon asks, is Belmod the strongest? I assume you're asking if he's the strongest god of destruction. He's not. He's weaker than Jiren in the manga, and Jiren is weaker than Beerus in the manga. In the anime, he might be, but he only beats Beerus with in an arm wrestle, which Beerus himself thinks is not an accurate representation of power, which makes sense given how in Dragon Ball, like your muscles only bring you so far when it comes to your actual power. Holy shit, thank you so much, Miss Yummy. You are getting a screenshot. You're gonna be the first person going on the board. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Seriously. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Hold on, let's oh my god, I'm hitting the wrong keys. There we go. I'm shocked. There we go. I will get to that topic in a second. Let me just put you up on the stream. Alright, hold on. Alright, y'all saw a little behind the scenes magic there of how my setup works. Alright. Okay, so Medaka Kurokami versus the Avengers. So I read Medaka Box um, like 5-6 years ago. But like if you think she scales to a Jimu at all, she's beating a lot of the Avengers as they normally are. I assume we're talking like comics here. However, like the higher tier scaling for things like Odin Force, Thor, and some of his scaling gets him to like outer, or in like the same tier as like transcending dimensions and stuff like that. But yeah, she would be probably beating like base Avengers. Live action or comics doesn't matter, but there are versions of the Avengers in canon that would be able to probably beat her. They would just like outscale her, like cosmology wise. Um, yeah, her versus battle wiki abilities looks like a damn wall of text meme. The funny thing is that she's not even like the most hacksy character. I mentioned her before, but Ajimu, there's literally like these 4 manga panels of her where it's just listing all of her abilities, and it's literally the entire background is several thousand words of all the abilities that she has, just in a giant list. It's really funny. And like what some of them, and like this is where like the best scaling from her comes. One of them is just like be. It just says be above all dimensions. So if you want to use that as an argument that she's like, what's that? Beyond like high hyperversal or whatever, you can do with that as you will. Let's see here. Let's see, we got here. Bros growed rapidly. I think you'll probably reach 20k subs by the end of the year. Thank you so much for that, man. I mean, I literally said this to somebody like a month ago. Like genuinely a month ago. I was like, I will be so happy if I hit 1,000 by the end of the year. And now we're at 4,000 halfway through the summer. I cannot thank you guys enough. Seriously. Like that's the point of the stream today. Thank you guys so freaking much. Like, holy crap. The newest vid view up, 123k views in 2 days. Yeah, I know. I have no idea why. A few of my videos have been really like blowing up proportionally to my channel, but I do not know why specifically this new video did as well as it did. Broku72, thanks for coming to the stream. You're blowing up good shit. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. Let's see. How's it going, FMod? This is your first stream. Well, welcome, man. We're just here. We sit. We talk about power scaling. We chill to like some chill lo-fi. Or tonight we're listening to Nintendo 64 music. Hopefully, we got Dotpat. Hopefully, I can replicate some of your growth once my monetization comes back. Yeah. If for those who don't know, Dotpat's one of my boys. Please subscribe to his channel if you're not subscribed to it. He does Naruto and Dragon Ball stuff like that. He really knows video games, like anime games, really well. Like he knows Xenoverse. I know nothing, like legit nothing about Xenoverse. So if you want like Xenoverse stuff, like go to his channel. Seriously. But yeah, he got like demonetized for like no reason. And so he's been fighting to get it back. So hopefully he gets it back by the end of this month. SSJ Redbird Grade 5 says hello. Hey man, welcome to the stream, dude. Got any questions or have any topics you want me to give my answers to? I'd love to. But at the end of the day, this is just me thanking you guys for being here. Seriously. Means the world to me. The Goten and Trunks vs. Cell was probably the start of your fast growth. It was, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, so this is gonna be the... I legit was like, oh, this is gonna be the most popular video I ever make, and it's all downhill from here. And then I made the Spot video. Oh my gosh, MHXA, thank you so much, dude. Oh my gosh, you're going up on the screen. Holy crap. Alright. Hold on, I am going to mute again. I'll be right back. I apologize, guys. I'm new to like putting images on stream and stuff, so I keep messing this up. I apologize, guys. All right, it's only here for one of the screens. That's the problem. There we go. Here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Thank you so much. All right. By the way, MHXA. If you have any topics you'd like me to talk about right now, please do. I mean, you just got like, you just gave me more. You just gave me $5. Like, please, let me do something for you right now. Like, do you want me to talk about something? You have a video topic you'd like me to do in the future? Like, like you seriously, like, tell me what you want, bro. Let's see. Let's see here. Listen to him react to those donations. Goes. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Yeah, man. I mean, this is. I'm not prepared for this kind of stuff, man. Like, this is. Let me see here. All right. We're gonna. All right, we're gonna delete that. Okay. Let's see. Favorite Mario game. The games I've played the most are the Mario Galaxy games. I really like those. I bought Mario Odyssey, and I've been playing it on and off for like a while now. But I haven't beaten it, which is a little bit embarrassing. Yeah, hopefully, I'd say Mario Galaxy are probably my favorite games. Either that or like New Super Mario Brothers, like on the DS. Let's see here. Who's the strongest Goku? So the strongest Goku. I mean, so it'd probably be just one of like the game versions of Goku, like Xenoverse, or there's Capsule Corp Goku, who apparently is very strong. Again, I don't scale like the non canon stuff really. Like I barely scale GT. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Miss Yummy, you don't need to donate more. Oh my gosh, holy crap, you were fine. you were. You were fine with the $2. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Hold on, let me get you on there and then I'll answer the other questions. But let's see. Is there any possibility of you making any Medaka Kurakami Medaka box related videos? Hope you're feeling happy, healthy, and safe. Okay, well, I'm going to now. I'm going to reread Medaka box now. And I will probably do a Medaka box video now. Yeah, I will absolutely do that now, man. Totally, yeah. If you have any specific videos, something just like how strong is Medaka, or how strong is Ajimu, or how strong is the guy with the screws, whose name I'm forgetting because haven't read Medaka box in years. Just let me know, or if you want me to do her versus like My Hero Academia or something like that, just like let me know, man. And just don't donate this time. Just put it in chat, and I will answer your question. All right, let's put this on here. All right, it's gonna cover me up now, so we might have to move some things around here. We have to shrink them. Yeah, we'll shrink. We got the most. I don't even know what game music is playing right now. All right. We can have slight overlap. It's fine. You can read them. You know who's donating. Okay. Let's see. Command C. Command V. Oh no, they're all different sizes. Hold on. I have to reset everything. Oh no. Here we go. Right as Zora Domain starts playing too. Amazing. And I'll get to all the questions in chat, guys. Don't worry. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just resetting all this. God, Zelda music is so good, dude. And if this isn't Zelda music, I'm gonna be really embarrassed. Alright. Sorry if they're not all the same size. I value all these equally. I just need to fit them all. Alright. Yeah, we'll do something like that. No, actually, we can cover up Goku's body. We don't care about what his stupid face. We just care about his stupid face. Alright, that'll be fine for now. Alright. Oh my god. I can't say thank you enough, guys. This is... You know what? Alright, this is... I apologize you're watching this setup in real time, guys. I apologize. I was not prepared for this. Okay. Let's... Can I copy? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. The problem is, so how my setup is work. I have 4 different slides for each direction, and I'm not like a VTuber where like it's like a live thing being overlaid. If I could figure out how to do that, where it's one slide with the 4 different Gokus rather than 4 different slides each with a Goku, that would be cool. But I do not know how to do that yet. So let's see. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. Where's the last one? There it is. Alright, some of them are overlapping weird. I don't care. You guys know the deal. Alright. We got a lot to catch up on here now. Okay. Apologize for that, everybody. Okay, let's see. GT caps at the Boo Saga for real. That takes me back. I still have my DS and my new Super Mario Bros. Cartridge. Yeah, man, I still have it right next to me. I actually probably played more on the 3DS than the actual DS, to be honest. It's not the right... Yeah, hold on. This one. Actually, this needs to move down. There we go, that's better. Live editing, folks. Alright. That's perfect. Okay. Alright. How do you think the interaction between Frieza and the androids would have been had Frieza somehow beat Goku and Trunks, depending on the timeline? Frieza would have been one-shot by the androids, including 19 and Juro. Let's see. Bro, exploded. Congrats. Can't wait for 10k subs and more. Oh, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Riot. I really appreciate that. I don't know if you answered, but can Afro beat Bakiverse? Afro Samurai? Not at all. Baki blitzes him. Let's see here. Don't me, but using power scaling, Sonic beats Goku. Yeah, he does. He is better. He has fought people stronger than Goku has. In the Dragon Ball Heroes universe, worth getting into, Xenogoku's design is an absolute peak, but I'm curious if the story is good. The Dragon Ball Heroes anime? No, it's terrible. It's bad. It's not like good quality writing or anything like that. It's meant to sell like gacha game characters. Some of the designs are like some of the designs I can admit are like pretty cool looking maybe, but that's it. Let's see. Isaiah, hey man, welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you here, bro. Okay, well maybe okay, here we go. Miss Yummy. Well maybe Kumagawa Misagi versus Clarion Tiki, or Senjo Shizume versus Doomsday. Probably Jimmy G versus Scarlet Witch, or Radaka versus Doctor Strange. Is up to you though. Okay, so I will use my discretion and pick someone who I actually like know well. As the other character. All right, absolutely. So that will be coming down the line. Not this week. I already have a video planned for this week. What the schedule is probably going to be now is just a video every Friday if I can do it, and maybe another video like on Wednesday or something. But it seems like dropping the videos on Wednesday is what everybody enjoys. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. Thank you, Dotbat. Yeah. Okay. It's first time doing this, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, anyway. Mr. Takes, how many layers into Boundless and is too many layers into Boundless? Dude, I hate the stuff about like platonic concepts and being boundless and layers into boundless and like alephs into boundless or whatever people talk about. It's exhausting. I think the only thing more exhausting than it, it's like that. It's like talking about that and then just like doing consistent scaling of comic book characters. Um, let's see. What's my favorite snack? Bro, I freaking. I don't want to curse because my last stream actually got demonetized because of it. I will destroy a protein bar, bro. I know like some people like hate the taste of protein bars, but like I don't know. I'm a gym rat. I'll freaking gobble those up, bro. I don't give a crap. Do you have a favorite Spider-Man design? I actually really like Superior Spider-Man's costume. I think it's really cool. How it's still the basic Spider-Man costume, but it just looks slightly sinister, given who Superior Spider-Man is. And I think it looks raw as hell. Let's see. Supersonic is stated to be invulnerable, and the time limit is a game mechanic shown by Sonic Advance when he survived in his super form in space for a week. I mean, I would not use that for scaling him as a character, but yeah, because that's kind of just like that he's just invulnerable compared to like whatever he's come across about that point. Will you continually make content you want to, or start branching out into verses that spike in popularity? Example, covering Invincible heavily once Season 2 comes out to capitalize on hype. I make things that I'm interested in. And sometimes that includes the thing that is currently popular. Like, I made the video about The Spot because I had seen the movie literally the night before and was like, damn, I really want to talk about this movie, but I don't want to write a review. Let me just scale the characters in this movie. And so that's how the Spot video came to be, right? But I don't know what I talk about for Invincible anymore. I already gave my general scale of the verse, and I don't know how unique, like, inverse Invincible would be. Like, I don't know how interesting that is. Which do you like more between the DBS anime or manga? That's tough. I think they're very different things. I think the DBS anime has lower low points than the manga, but I think it also has maybe higher high points, if that makes sense. Can you scale Xenoblade? Wispy Bacon, I'm sorry, bro. Those games are, like, really long. Oh my god, Owen, thank you so much. Holy crap, thank you so much, bro. That's another donut. Hold on. Let's get that up there. And I'll answer the other questions. Hold on, boys. Mojo Jojo Monkeys from the Powerpuff Girls movie versus Godzilla. I mean, it depends on which version of Godzilla. Because there are, like, so many different versions of Godzillas that have their own scaling. So there's definitely versions of Godzilla that lose, but there's probably a lot that win. There's, like, versions of Godzilla who, like, blow up stars and stuff and fight, like, higher dimensional versions of King Ghidorah and stuff. Like, Godzilla scaling goes crazy. Like, alright. Let's get that up there. Alright, beautiful. And then we'll... Boom, boom, boom. Alright. There we go. Thank you so much. If you want me to do a more in-depth answer, I could go on Versus Battle Wiki and look at the different versions of Godzilla right now. Let's see here. Where was I? Bro is making a thank you stream every week. I have a lot to be thankful for, and it's all because of you guys. Like, I wouldn't be I'm probably gonna try and stream every Sunday, Saturday night now. Maybe sometimes during the week I might try to do this as much as often. But every time I do a stream, we've been hitting milestones. So I feel like I should thank you guys. You know. Um, let's see here. Do you want to hop in a call? I'd have to change my whole sound setup, Dopet, but next time I will do another call with like a group of people again. Definitely next time. All right. Because my Mac is super annoying, where it can play browser sounds, but specifically Discord. I have to churn on this thing called Black Hole 16 channel that makes it so I can't change my volume, but it can pick up games like in sounds. It's so annoying. Um, but I might next time I will test out a stream to see if I can switch between the two. Let's see. Will you do a Spider-Man versus Pain even though it fails the poll? Maybe. Again, at the end of the day, my list of priorities are things like I want to make and things you guys want to see, right? And that's why I keep doing polls for after every single video, asking what you want the next one to be. I think it's a very fun video, and the actual matchup I think is very exciting, just based on everything Spider-Man it has and everything Pain has. And you can actually scale them to be pretty close. And I say can because you can because listen, you can always scale characters to scale a different way if you really want to, right? You could always be like, oh, actually he punched Hulk one time, so like he's actually like multiversal, right? And that's the thing with comic characters. So I think you can consistently scale them to be very close and in the same tier. So I would love to make the video about it, but that's not the video that's coming out this week. Let's see. I'm not done yet. Assuming these universes are clones of Sonic's, they have infinite size structure, that being this special stage dimension, then later in Sonic Forces Infinite State to be stronger. Sure. I don't know Sonic like that, but if that's true, cool. Is Game Sonic outer? No, I don't think he is. Let's see. October now we're gonna do KCM2 Naruto versus Saiyan Saga Goku. That is a good fight. That is a fight where, listen, the good versus matchups are when you can scale the characters close to each other. And like I can talk about this Avengers. I mean, most people here on this channel now are from Avengers versus the Saiyans, right? And it's like you can scale the characters there, right? Like I understand that there's stuff where like the Time Stone is stronger than Dormammu, who's stated to be extra dimensional, but it's also stated that his weakness is time and stuff. And like, oh, Thor took the power of a star. Let me tell you, that does not make him star level. It was so funny reading all the comments of people being like, actually, he took the full power of a star, so he's star level. That's just not what that means. It was really funny reading those comments. Let's see. Roy the Fifth Toe. Black Frieza versus Beerus. I think someone asked Black Frieza versus Gohan before. We don't know yet. That's like the best answer I can give. We don't exactly know who's stronger yet. I think it would be more interesting for the story if in the manga Black Frieza surpasses Beerus. And then this is like the final arc of Dragon Ball Super as a manga. And then there's also in the anime, if Beerus doesn't change his scaling, then yeah, he's stronger than Beerus already. In Diabetes, who wins Android 17 or Frieza? Frieza. Can Cat beat Batman in hand to hand? Maybe. Well, which versions are you asking about? Are you asking about comics, or are you asking about like a movie Batman versus a movie version of Captain America? When scaling video game characters, how much of it is in-game playing do you take into account? Usually you consider outside of gameplay. I talk about this in my Zelda video, how especially in things like RPGs, the individual turn-by-turn things that are happening in the game don't necessarily scale the characters, right? Because like you can do something, right, where you find like an infinite attack stacking exploit in the game, right? And like you do 9999999 damage, right? Like I don't think it's reasonable to then say, oh, this is 9999999 times stronger than like this building level feat. So this guy's actually city level. Smile. How Bidoof can beat Arceus, right? No, in the lore he can't, but in game mechanics he can, right? So when game mechanics contradict lore, you go by lore and not game mechanics. Um. Okay, sorry for the Sonic power scaling. No worries, man. You were excited about it. I'm happy that you could. This was a place where you could talk about something you care about. What was the segue here? Also idea, what if you made the Saiyans arriving on Earth in the Naruto verse instead of Momoshiki? So that's really funny. I actually did plan on making a video about that. If you scroll back in my polls, I did do one where I was like, do you want to see what if the Saiyans invaded Konoha? And it lost the poll to Frieza versus Darth Vader. So I did that one instead. I can do the other one. I have the thumbnail for it already. But I'm gonna wait because I'm not gonna do 2 back-to-back videos about the Saiyans invading. I don't like videos that are a similar topic like instantly back-to-back. Like that's why I didn't do like could Ichigo pass the Chunin exams or something like that. Let's see here. Let's see. Comics for Cap and Batman. Okay, so like pure hand to hand, probably Batman. I feel like Batman has more statements about like knowing every martial art and doing crazy stuff. Captain America is more like he knows every martial art and then he's also like way stronger and faster than a normal dude. And has like literally there's a comic where someone shoots a gun at him and he sees faster than the gun is firing and dodges it. So Captain America is kind of just like him, and Batman's actually probably more skilled, like on the whole. The Saiyans versus Boruto era is actually a dope match. It would be, yeah. That'd be a fun video. Who do you think would win? Current manga Goku and Frontier Sonic versus current manga Vegeta and most modern versions of Shadow? I think it's consistently portrayed that Sonic is over Shadow, so probably Sonic and Goku. I'm geeking out a bit about Spider-Man right now. I mean, yes, Spider-Man's in a renaissance besides besides comics right now. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm gonna quickly just move my setup a little bit so I can see chat a little bit better. There we go. Can I make this smaller? Oh, I can. Oh, bye chat. You're shrinking. Never mind. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see here. Regarding Ultimate Spider-Man scaling, I talked about last time. Ultimate Spider-Man appears in the Webverse comics. That helps with scaling, probably. Oh, does he? Yeah, probably. Could Flask Pan members from Medaka Box beat the My Hero Academia world? You're gonna have to remind me where they are in the story. They probably don't, cause Medaka Box scaling goes from like building level, and then like suddenly to like potentially beyond uni, but like only some characters scale there. And like there's like My Hero Academia characters now that are like possibly MFTL and like island level and stuff, so maybe they would beat like the lower tier characters. Also, why do you think people are saying that Orange Piccolo is blue level when it's stated to be on par in Goku and Co by Toriyama? Because currently the strongest versions of Goku and Vegeta that exist in the anime timeline of events are them in their blue forms. Right? And so if he's on par with a form that Goku can't use and Vegeta doesn't scale to, then he's not on par with Goku and Co. So it's most consistent and logical that it's talking about their blue forms. Or rather that he is closer to their blue forms than he's ever been. because the Gammas are also stated to be as strong as Blue, Goku, and Vegeta, and Piccolo is obviously stronger than the Gammas. Um, let's see. Y'all remember when people would fake statements from Toriyama, like if King Cold went into his final form, he'd be 3 times stronger than Semi-Perfect Cell? I was just talking about this actually. There are so many like lies. The two community I talk about this. The two communities that make up the most stuff, and I'm sorry to say this, are Naruto fans and Dragon Ball fans. Naruto fans will write like entire fake interviews just so they can say that Minato is the strongest dead Hokage. Um, while Dragon Ball fans will just make up Toriyama statements that just don't exist. But crazy thing is, King Cold, that is his final form. He's weaker than Frieza. It doesn't matter. It's just stated. And if you want to take a statement from Dragon Ball Super Broly guides, he was weaker than Frieza the moment Frieza was born. I noticed a lot of people in the Marvel video keep saying that Vegeta and Nappa could solo Marvel, but on the other side said that Doctor Strange would beat them with the Time Stone. That was the most consistent thing. Pretty much everything was like, there were two sets of kinds of statements from that video. It was either people going like, Doctor Strange could beat them with the Time Stone, or that they solo the MCU and that they lose to comics. Thing with the Time Stone is, Doctor Strange, the time loop thing that he does in that Doctor Strange movie only worked because he was in the dark dimension. He can't do the time loop thing outside of the dark dimension. That was a special property of the dark dimension because it didn't have its own flow of time. So that's why it created the time loop when he did it. It doesn't work anywhere else. Unless he would have done that in every encounter after that, and he obviously doesn't. Let's see. And also people were talking about him getting like trapping them in the mirror dimension, even though you can break out of the mirror dimension, and multiple people do. Like I even showed on screen when Thanos breaks out of the mirror dimension. And like Scarlet Witch does it too. Like, let's see. Is Bardock pure hard enough to be accepted into the Super Saiyan God ritual? Not at all. Yajirobe versus all the Hashira. Who are you taking? Yajirobe would beat the Hashira so easily, and I scale Demon Slayer. They're not beating Yajirobe. 23rd Budokai Chi-Chi versus Chun-Li. I think Chi-Chi has a power level confirmed to be in the hundreds. In one of the Shonen Jump guides. So wherever you think a power level is, I think it says like 120 or something like that. Something like that. If you think that scales above like where Chun-Li scales, which is like, I think she's like, she doesn't like scale to like Akuma and stuff, who's like island level. I don't know where Chun-Li scales. Where does Mario scale? I saw him getting his strength over Goku. You can make arguments with things in Mario that like dreams are their own infinite universes. And people in those dreams dream, and Mario's above characters that can destroy dreams and stuff. So he's above like an infinite universal hierarchy and stuff like that. So you can argue him over Goku. There's people who know Mario way better than me. Wait, what? King Cold was in his final form, but that's clearly his second? His final form looks like Frieza's second form. Base Bardock versus Kid Vegeta. Kid Vegeta said he was stronger than his father when he was a kid. And Bardock's best statement is that his power level is like almost like King Vegeta's, so Kid Vegeta would beat Bardock. Yeah, it's exactly Universal Sans. Yeah, just because it looks like it doesn't mean it is. That's a fair point. Ever using manga scaling has been cut by the manga. Piccolo says the Gammas are on par with Goku and Vegeta. Yeah, no, in the manga it's different. I was talking about the anime there. In the manga, the Gammas are as strong as Moroark MUI. They're strong as Moroark MUI. That's it. They would beat Moro. Like, base Bardock from Minus beats Kid because of Hope. Stupid, I know, but not OG Bardock. Let's see. Yeah. Any verses you're a fan of that that don't have a power scaling scene, maybe you could bring them into the mainstream. Why X is more powerful than you think? Um, maybe like I feel like there's no franchise. Okay, the only series that I am super a huge fan of that like almost no one knows about is this series called Burning Effect. I think Super Eye Patch Wolf mentioned it once in one of his like favorite of the year series, like 4 years ago or something. But I love Burning Effect. It's like in my top three series of all time. It's a manhwa that's not even on that one like manhwa reading website. The art is amazing. The action is fantastic. It has power scaling. But I feel like if I made that, no one would watch it. And while I do like making things that I like, um, I'd also don't want to waste time in a video that like nobody cares about because I also want to make things that you guys want to see. So maybe I might. I've added that in polls before, and people were like, "We don't want to see that shit, bro. Get that out of here." Um, since you scale Demon Slayer, how do you feel about Gyu being over Rengoku? I got Gyu beating Rengoku due to him fighting a stronger Akaza based off guidebook statements. Yeah, I think Gyu is stronger than Rengoku. Absolutely. Yeah. I want to do a Hashira ranking video, but it keeps losing all the polls that I put it in, so I haven't had a chance to do it. And also my one Demon Slayer video is like my worst, is like, I think it's my second worst performing video ever. My Akaza versus Shinobu video. Lionel Bull, I really love your voice. Thank you, man. I don't think anyone has ever said that about me. Thank you. First form Frieza versus hypothetical Super Saiyan King Vegeta. Who wins? If King Vegeta's around 10,000, and he gets 50 times stronger, then he's about the same strength as Frieza. So like toss up. They're like literally pretty much as close as equal to power level as you can get. And since it's just a retelling of the movie, and Orange Piccolo will probably one-shot Game of 2, where does that put him, and more, where does that hypothetical manga Beast Gohan? So they just unquantifiably above Moro Art Goku. We don't know how they would scale compared to the Granola Art characters yet, unless we get a statement comparing them to each other. Who is the strongest Avenger in the MCU? So probably... Okay, so do you mean character who's ever been an Avenger, or just Avenger period? Because if it's character who's ever been an Avenger, then it's probably Darkhold Wanda. But if it's a character who's like still a good guy, then it's probably Love and Thunder Thor. Because literally there were statements for Love and Thunder Thor calling him the strongest Avenger. Explain. Why do people think MCU Thor has star level durability? Because when he's doing the thing in the Forge, when he's making Stormbreaker, the guy says, "You're taking the full force of the star." Even though, again, and I kept saying this in the comments, and I got tired of saying it because essentially, like, no one was reading what I was saying, is that the energy output of a star isn't star level. If it was, the stars would just blow themselves up. Like, the energy let out by a star is not the energy required to blow one up. Right? So he doesn't have star level durability. Riot 2000. Statements said in the work of fiction versus the writer's statements. Thoughts? It depends on the order that they're said, in the context of the author's statement and the character's statement. A character is usually more fallible than the author. So usually if a guidebook statement contradicts something that's said, usually you can explain it because the character is fallible or does not have all the information available to them. About the Bardock at Super Saiyan versus Goku, is Goku allowed Kaioken? I mean, Universal Saiyans, Goku wins either way. I was just seeing if people were going to say, like, oh, Super Saiyan automatically beats base form, and people were really saying that. Anna versus Luke in Return of the Jedi. Who's Anna? Thank you, Charcuterie. You're killing with those vids, bro. Keep it up. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Wispy Bacon. Where does Ichigo scale to in Naruto? I want to withhold sharing what my opinions on Bleach are, scaling-wise. But I think he's probably slower than most high-tier Naruto characters. I don't think the Bleach verse is very fast. That new video made was really good. I saw it, click it, and it was like 9 out of 10. Do more of those. Lionel Bull, I will, man. That's the plan. I mean, that video is no different than any of my other videos, so I don't know why people liked it so much. Ian Salheen. Burning Effect is great. Personally, I think that the Destiny games are super underrated in power scaling. I'm not familiar with the Destiny games. But yeah, Burning Effect is so good. It's amazing. Personally, I'm putting Piccolo on par with current Ultra Ego and UI Goku and Vegeta, where in the manga, Orange Piccolo is your personal opinion compared to the other manga characters. We have to wait to see if Orange Piccolo gets any statements. And we also have to see how the Gamma 2 versus Potential Awakening Piccolo fight goes. Oh, Zelda banger coming up here. Zelda's Lullaby. Oh, snap. Get turned. Go crazy. Go stupid. Anyway. Fat Boo versus the One Punch Man verse. Fat Boo solos the One Punch Man verse. Riot 2000. How did you get into scaling? Were you here since the beginning in the mid 2010s, or just decided to finally start uploading recently when you got into it? I was not. So I used to watch YouTube power scaling stuff for a while. Watching people who, you know, some people who are still around, some people who aren't here anymore, mix of both. But the thing that really I used to do a lot was, and this sounds so embarrassing saying it now, but there used to be like Instagram power scaling, where people would essentially make posts of two characters fighting, and then people would like debate in the comments and stuff, and it sounds so funny, but I was super into that. I was so into it that I wrote my my college letter, my college essay about it, my college entrance essay about it, and it got me into school. So shout out Instagram power scaling. It really works. But then from there, I fell off of that after a while. And so and then I started hanging out with different content creators on Discord more. And I was like, I could do this. I can make videos about this. And so like 2 years ago, I think December of 2021, I started making videos, and I've been doing it on and off ever since. And recently, I decided, hey, I'm going to start consistently uploading. And now here we are. And you guys are all here, and I cannot thank you guys enough. So, thank you all. Again. Hey, do you have a lore reason as to why King Piccolo didn't regen his hole in his chest? Regeneration in Dragon Ball takes ki, and when King Piccolo gets the hole blasted through his chest, he essentially has no ki. And he also is just a weak Namekian, right? He's like the weakest warrior type Namekian ever. Let's see. I saw Miss Yummy say something. Rex from Generator X versus Seryu Ubiquitous from Agami Ga Kill. Unfortunately, I can't give you an answer to that one. I used to watch Generator Rex when I was a kid, but I have not seen Agami Ga Kill. So I can't give an answer on that one, unfortunately. Yeah, somebody points out the star level MCU thing isn't true. Okay, well here's the funny thing though, is that like in Love and Thunder, he might have a star level feat there, which is really funny. Let's see. Also, can be scaling out with base current manga Piccolo? Maybe. I don't know if it's really helpful scaling the base form versions of characters if they have higher forms. Like, why not just scale their stronger forms? Hey, Zagon Slay, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for subscribing, bro. I'm glad that I could spice up your YouTube consumption, of anime stuff. So, glad you can find me. Glad you could watch my stuff. Wonk on his way to make an Instagram power scaling post on my Busaga Goku doing the Thug Shaker solos, the big three. Maybe. What are your thoughts on Baki? I love Baki. It's cool. There's no other manga like Baki. And like, listen, if there are two series that have ever given me like actual like workout inspiration. Like, I've read it and then I was like, damn, I want to go to the gym right now. I want to pump iron. And that is Baki, and it's not Dragon Ball, but this manga called Teppu, about MMA fighting. Damn, that shit pumps you up. Let me tell you. So yeah, Teppu and Baki. Retro Hill. I don't understand what you're saying there. Let's see. Is Hulk stronger than what? Wispy Bacon. Are you asking why I didn't talk about Hulk in the video? Because I'll explain why. Hulk is weaker than all those characters that I mentioned. Because everyone I mentioned can scrap with like Thanos, and Hulk just can't, bro. Hulk is unfortunately just like kind of sucks in the MCU strength wise compared to all the other characters. Is Hulk stronger than MCU Thor? Not at all. No. MCU Thor beats Hulk in Ragnarok, and then only gets stronger after that, while Hulk stays the same. Anera asks, where would you rank Shinobu among the Hashira? Wait, let me think of the list. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll tell you who she's bare minimum stronger than. She's stronger than Muichiro, she's stronger than Rengoku, and she's stronger than Tengen. Arguably, she might be stronger than Mitsuri too. Maybe, but she's definitely weaker than Marked Gyu, Gyome, Iguro, and Sanemi. So wherever I just said, that's where she goes. I think she's like essentially right in the middle. But she's super underrated, and I think Muichiro is insanely overrated. He's not that strong. He's bottom too. Let's see. Joseph Dent, congratulations on 4K subscribers. You're on your way to becoming a great power scaler in the community. I wish you the best. And quick question, who do you think is coming out on top? Baki, Goku, Garo, and Batman. There's no way to give a short... Joseph, there's no short way to give an answer to that. And I'm probably going to do a video doing some sort of combination of those characters fighting each other, equal stats. But just pure strength, Goku's the strongest guy that you said. Megan Penderson, the problem with that, right, is that we don't know the quantifiable difference between where Thor was at one point and how much stronger he got after that point, right? So he could still just be higher level large planet. It's a bit arbitrary to say he's now just in a new tier. Let's see. I feel like Beyond the Spider-Verse is going to help scale the Spider People better, because right now they're weak. I mean, even this movie does not do them service. I mean, it takes like 4 Spider People to stop like a falling helicopter, which is like a really embarrassing feat. Which is way weaker than even like the live-action Spider-Man. Let's see. Why didn't the Z-Warriors cure Goku Heart Virus with the Dragon Balls? I don't know, because I guess he didn't have it yet, right? I guess they couldn't cure a disease that Goku hadn't caught yet, unless they were like, make Goku immune to disease, which feels, I think, maybe a bit contrived. Same reason they didn't kill Gero before the android showed up. Also, hot take. OG Dragon Ball over DBZ. I don't know about that. I think 23rd Budokai is one of the best arcs in Dragon Ball, but I don't know about those other arcs. They're good, but they're not... I don't know if they're that good. Let's see. Is Goku's best feat from the Tournament of Power? Like like cross-verse feat-wise, maybe. I mean, I think still his best feat is what he did in Battle of Gods, and then he just scales above that later. If you ever rank JoJo stand, Gold Experience Requiem isn't as strong as people say he is. I mean, Gold Experience Requiem is the strongest stand up till part 6 at least. It's just stated he's incomparable to all other stands, and it's just if you want to argue something like, I think the ranking of stands top 3 goes like Wonder of You, Gold Experience Requiem, and maybe Soft and Wet. The third slot is very contentious, but the top 2 are Wonder of You and Gold Experience Requiem. Aang versus Luke in Return of the Jedi. Luke. DCEU Wonder Woman versus Thor. So Wispy Bacon. My next video, I'm deciding which one I want to finish editing first. Is probably going to be Superman versus Thor, like DCU Superman versus MCU Thor. So I don't want to give an answer to that. But I will tell you it's a stomp. One of them stomps the other really badly. Could Madaka Kurakami copy abilities, copy stuff like Infinity Stone, Strange Scarlet Magic, or Spider-Man senses? She probably couldn't copy the abilities of items, but it's interesting because it's like, can she copy like inherent powers that she doesn't have a system to, or is it just like natural abilities that exist within her verse? So it's more of just like an interpretation thing. Do you think she can like generate a whole new power system that she didn't have before? Let's see. Funny that Spider-Man 2099 calls Tom Spidey a nerd, even though he can easily solo every Spider-Man inside the Spider Society. I mean, if you think real comics versions are in the Spider Society, probably not, but usually, yeah. Hey, remember what you said about the Soul Punisher last stream? Did you see what the Soul Punisher did to Janemba? His soul got punished, dude. Yeah, because he destroyed the body, all the gunk, right, that was surrounding the Oni that was inside of him. It's just called an energy bullet. Yeah, I was kind of confused that you said Soul Puncher Stardust Breaker is a cool Ki Blast. Is there a statement about it racing evil or something? No. Oh my gosh, Mind of the North Star. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, man. Oh my gosh. You've watched all my vids. Thank you so much, man. Hey, listen, if you have a topic you want me to talk about right now, or like a video idea, please let me know. $5 is crazy, man. Thank you so much. So just let me know. Like, whatever you want, bro. Let me get that up there. Boink. Alright, there we go. You're up there with everybody else. Alright. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, so yeah, the Daizenshu just calls the, Stardust Breaker, a Ki Bullet. A Wonder of You versus Gare. Wonder of You actually probably beats Gold Experience Requiem. Because Araki in an interview, just says that, the ability of Wonder of You is the strongest thing he could ever imagine. Soft and Wet, Wonder of You, Made in Heaven, Tussac 4, and Gare would probably how I rank them. Yeah, that's fine. It's just that in guides that both have Wonder of You, sorry, not Wonder of You, that both have Made in Heaven and Gare is called the strongest stand. Have you thought about doing collabs with other YouTubers? For example, Crisis, Jobbers and Goons, and Chuck, and Chuck, just to name a few. So I've spoken with both Crisis and Jobbers and Goons. Crisis just had questions about my Zelda scaling, and Jobbers and Goons wants to do a podcast with me. The problem is just we haven't had time, and other stuff that I don't want to talk about at the moment. But I have talked to some of those guys. Yes, I've not interacted with Chuck at all though. How much could I send to scale the Bible? I'm not gonna scale the Bible. There's no amount of money that would make me scale the Bible. My apologies. How how would you explain what these stats are? Hacks and endurance. For some reason, it seems that people have different definitions when it comes to them. What are yours? Hacks are abilities outside of characters, direct ability to cause like damage, right? Besides like their physical strength, right? So like if a character has fire, right? That's a hacks, right? It's outside just basic throwing punches and stuff. Ki blasts are a hacks, right? Because it's outside just basic punches and kicks. But when you're scaling like their AP and destructive capacity or speed, if that hacks ability has those stats, that's just their AP if they're just using their hacks. Let's see. And then endurance. I don't talk about endurance because it is so variable of what endurance can be, right? I forgot which video I mentioned this. It might have been when I reacted to Thor versus Vegeta death battle, right? But it's like I think they said something like, "Oh, Vegeta got tired after fighting in a 48-minute tournament, while Thor fought for like hundreds of years, right? In like against like some random army." And it's like the difference is, right? It's like one, we don't see what he's doing the entire time, and two, it's way less tiring fighting people that are infinitely weaker than you than fighting guys who are comparable to you. So scaling stamina feats is weird, and I never think it actually matters. How strong is Avatar Crossverse? They're like island, like the strongest Avatar are like island level. How does Wonder of View work? Misfortune. I don't want to spoil part 8 for anybody, so misfortune. Let's see. How does hacks work in Dragon Ball? If Goku goes full power, full enough, could he break out of Dio's time stop? I mean, you can argue Goku might just be fast enough where the time stop doesn't work on him. But it's either you interpret it that Dragon Ball characters can break hacks, or that hacks in Dragon Ball can be broken. I don't really care about which one you want to go with, but like things have been overpowered at Dragon Ball, right? You just want it's really just how far you want to push it. But Goku does break hits time stop, so if you want to say that would also work on Dio, probably. Let's see. Crisis is such a W scaler. Love how he scales Rocky. Yeah, I think his Rocky videos are really cool. But I mean, I know his Zelda videos and Spider-Man videos the best, and I really like his Spider-Man videos. Do you plan on working with Six, Six from Tokyo, Clyde, or Swag Kage? So I would love to collab with any of them, but I have not spoken with them, and they have not reached out to me. And like, I don't know if that's just something I'm allowed to do, you know, just be like DM them on, I don't even know how I'd get in contact with them, to do a collab. So I would love to, but I don't know how to initiate that. Let's see. What's the strongest all-around verse that I know of? Are you asking strongest verse that I know how to scale, or strongest verse that I just know about that has high scaling? Because those are two very different questions. What do you think would happen if Cooler went to Earth with Mecha Frieza and King Cold? He would lose. It wouldn't change anything. Let's see. Are debunks on the menu, or do you want absolutely no issues with other creators and will just personally disagree with vids but never acknowledge them? I don't think the vibe, and maybe tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the vibe of my channel is one of debunking people. I don't think that's just a healthy way to go about making videos, right? I would only do something like that if someone makes a very disinformational or very mean-spirited debunk video of mine. One YouTuber, I forget who it was, who has a pretty solid following. I'm so embarrassed that I'm forgetting the name right now. But he reached out to me and was like, hey, can I use clips from your video to debunk politely for my own video? And I was like, that kind of stuff, I am absolutely a-okay with. No need to respond to that, right? That's he asked beforehand. It's polite. He's just using me as an example of an argument. Awesome. I don't care about that at all, right? It'd be if someone was like makes a video called like Lonk's takes is stupid. He doesn't know how to scale Dragon Ball. Then maybe I would step in and be like, I think I do. Something like that. Universal Sans. Lonk, if you have a Discord, why haven't you made a server for your channel? Because making a server is a lot of work, and I've never made one before, and I also just hang out in other people's servers. If you want to talk to me, if you want to hang out in a server that I'm in, go to Dotbat's channel and join his server. I hang out in there the most. And I do announcements when I make videos and stuff, so it's essentially my server. The only difference is that I don't have to deal with admin perms. What is the strongest element basic attacks, not lava, lightning, metal, or bloodbending? It's probably firebending. With like, I don't know, probably firebending. Maybe earthbending. Maybe water, but it could actually, it could be any of them. It really just depends on how you want to interpret what they can potentially do. Can races with no ears use the fusion earrings? That is an interesting question. I don't know if they could. Maybe they could just put it on their like eyebrows. Like people have like those like eyebrow piercings. They could just put them there, or their nose maybe. What if Broly had Super Saiyan 2? He'd be twice as strong as he was before. Dunking isn't necessarily a bad thing. It helps both parties learn something new and they can discuss their own reasoning. That's true, but from what I've seen, it can really quickly become mean-spirited. And I don't want to spread any mean-spirited stuff. I don't have any beef with anybody. I don't want to, and that's not me being like a coward or anything or like a yes man. I don't have the energy to like have an internet disagreement with somebody. Like I'm fine to debate it once or something on like Discord, if they're very strong about their opinions. But besides that, I don't need to attack anybody. Z Broly versus Kid Buu. Who to be soloing? Probably Kid Buu. Last question. How far do you think Saitama will get in Dragon Ball Z? I think he stops at the Buu Saga. Are any MCU characters universal? Yes. There are universal Marvel Cinematic Universe characters. Just none of them are Avengers. As for my previous question, let's go with the strongest that you've heard of. I don't know. There's a lot of like light novels that no one's heard of that have like outer characters casually that have a billion hacks. Probably like Dai Ray, stuff like that. I've scaled Luffy to multiversal. Where would you scale him? Not to multiversal. Yeah, Megan Penderson, I already said. Yes, there are MCU characters that are universal. I think the funniest scale that I saw was someone was like, there's that one Buddha guy in One Piece, and they were like, Luffy took an attack from him, and he scales to the Buddha, and the Buddha is outerversal, so Luffy's outerversal. That was pretty funny. Let's see. Infinity Ultron versus Scarlet Witch or Darkhold Wanda. Infinity Ultron wins. The Watcher is stated to be stronger than and above everybody in the multiverse. And Infinity Ultron is stronger than the Watcher. Is Goku still stronger than Vegeta? Yeah. Vegeta thinks Goku is stronger than him at the end of the granola arc. Luffy is country to island level country. Max, yeah, probably. The problem with the One Piece world is that I think it's portrayed very inconsistently. And so characters have that. So people will scale it. They're like, actually, yeah, the One Piece planet is actually the size of it's actually the size of a galaxy. Actually, it's like I don't think it is, dude. I think you just are misinterpreting a silly show about pirates, dude. Who do you think is the strongest mortal in Universe 7? Right now, it's Frieza that we know of. In the anime, it's Gohan or Broly. Is Infinity Ultron the strongest MCU character? Maybe. So, I could do a top 5 strongest in MCU video if you guys want to see that. But the top 5, currently, the top 2 are Kang and it like TVA Kang with all of its capabilities and technology, or Infinity Ultron. And I lean towards Kang because what the time bomb does when it erases a timeline is essentially that thing that that Strange Supreme couldn't stop in his What If story. And he at least partially scales to Infinity Ultron. So do with that as you will. How would you like the Z Fighters to take down Frieza? I have no preference. I would like for there to be a situation where Beerus actually has to fight somebody. I don't care how. I would like Beerus to step in and fight Frieza. I don't care how. Get him in there. Megan Pedersen, Kang versus Infinity Gauntlet Thanos. With a TVA bomb, he kills Thanos. He just blows up the timeline that Thanos is in, and Thanos never exists. He also has no power in the TVA. How come Yamcha doesn't get any recognition even though he killed a Cyberman on live TV? Is that in the anime or something? It's clear that Oda was just not thinking about math when he wrote the silly rubber pirate and taking Dear manga, so that's when he has misconceptions come from. Yeah, I think that is absolutely the case. When people say like, "Oh my gosh, Kuma threw them at light speed, so they must be in a galaxy-sized planet." Like, let's be real, bro. When we watching the strongest Kang variant lose to some ants. Yeah, bro didn't have his tech. Bro was stranded. What does it mean when you're infinite into boundless? Honestly, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I have absolutely no idea. I get it conceptually. It's like, oh, you're infinitely above being boundless somehow, but like, okay. I don't know. It's just tiring when I hear stuff like that. Oh, he's infinitely transcendent levels into infinite. Okay, man. Cool. 4K Vegito versus Gogeta. Who wins? I have a video about that. You should go watch it. I give my answer to every version of Vegito and Gogeta in canon, besides GT. How strong is Kibito Kai? Nobody really talks about him. He's weird. As he's described, so Kibito is okay, his power level would be base Gohan times Super Saiyan Cell Games Goku. That's how strong he is. That's what his power level would be. Do with that what you will. We have no idea how strong that would be. But he would not help at all against Boo. That's what we know. Which also just goes to show how much stronger characters get between the Boo and Cell Saga. Alright, well, I have been streaming now for more than an hour. It's getting late. I have to go to work tomorrow. So it's 10 now. So I think I'm gonna start wrapping up. Again, if any of the people who have donated are still here, like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Please don't donate again. If you already have, seriously. And I will definitely be doing, or at least trying to make some of the video ideas that you guys wanted me to make. Besides that, maybe let's do a few more questions if anybody has some, but then I'm going to wrap up for the night. Again, thank you guys all for showing up. Means the world to me. Thank you so much for 4,000. It really means a lot. Yeah, Universal Sands, time flies. We've been here for an hour and 20 minutes. How far would Herko get in the 21st Budokai? He would not make it to the top 8. Okay, like maybe he could beat the girl who takes her clothes off. That's about it. But he's losing to Nam. He's losing to Girin. Uh, he's losing to Jackie Chun. He's losing to Kid Goku. Yeah. Why doesn't Goku learn Super Saiyan Blue Evolution? It doesn't seem he can't. He's Blue Kaioken. He doesn't need to. And also, it seems to be like Vegeta's own unique version of it that like maybe no one else can use. Can Goku survive in the sun? He wouldn't be able to breathe in the sun. Because he can't survive in space. But like he could tank being inside the sun. Is Ryu stronger than Akuma? I think he beats Akuma at some point. Maybe? I don't know. I don't scale Street Fighter like that. Tien Cell Saga versus Frieza Full Power Frieza Saga. Or are you saying he's over? No. Frieza would blitz Cell Saga Tien, unfortunately. While the Tri-Beam does scale, like, above characters, like second form Cell, Tien still thinks he's weaker than Frieza when the androids are around. So, he would lose to Frieza. Can Ashura beat Sonic? I think Sonic has better scaling than Ashura does. I could be wrong. 4K, how am I feeling? I'm tired, but I feel freaking amazing right now, man. This was a really amazing stream. Blew away my expectations. Just hit 4,000 subscribers because of you guys. Things are only looking up from here. I'm going to start streaming more, hopefully. And more videos are coming in the future. All right. Thank you guys for showing up. I'll see you guys in the next one.